The Man Ray is off view right now because there's some corrosion developing on these copper tacks, and you can see there's some blue-green areas. But there's also this white crystalline material that's developing on the surface, which is not original to the artwork. And this is a more complex problem that requires kind of observation over time, but also careful examination. So I might use ultraviolet light in order to better examine the corrosion products and the adhesive that was used to kind of help characterize what those materials are. So that will help me understand what caused the corrosion to occur. It's very possible that with these tools that I have with magnification and with different lights, I won't be able to determine exactly where they came from. And so it might be necessary, or it could be helpful to involve a conservation scientist to take samples of the corrosion and then test them. So part of the questions I'm asking are, what caused the corrosion to occur? There's so many different factors in play. It could be something that the artist applied to the material. It could be something that was deposited on the surface, maybe through handling, or a coating was applied at a later time. It could also be something that's coming off of the case materials. So it's really interesting. We put artwork in cases usually to protect them from the changes in the environment or pollutants that may come into the building, and also for security and theft prevention. But sometimes case materials will release organic compounds, and then that can interact with something that's on the artwork that we weren't aware of, and then cause this kind of corrosion to occur. In order to bring the artwork back to what the artist intended, I will look at documentation. I might look at other pieces in the series, talk to the curator and maybe other scholars who are familiar with Man Ray's work. Most of conservation work is a collaboration. I can't be expert in everything, so I rely on other people in the museum and other experts in order to better understand, so that I am carrying out treatments in a sympathetic manner. In conservation, we're always borrowing from other industries and other areas in order to do our jobs better. So some of those things might be high intensity LED flashlights, kind of from the very basic, to something that I'm really interested in is 3D scanning and 3D printing, and how that kind of technology can better inform the work that we do, but also how it can help us do our work in a safer way for the artwork. So with 3D scanning, I could virtually put the bird back together. And if you think about even larger stone sculpture, where it would be difficult for me to handle each component and each fragment, if I scanned and printed the whole thing, I could then have it out of a lightweight foam material and more easily manipulate the fragments to determine what order I should put them back together in.